we have our incredible golden buzzer, and you may even see Terry Crews shed a tear. Don't go anywhere. You're watching AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes, what is up, everybody? You are here watching America's Got Talent. We are season 14, episode 4. And I'm here with my lovely co-host. We're going to introduce first Rachel. She's an incredible not only Vegas performer, but a Big Brother. Am I say alum right? You know,
alum.
I say alum. Alum. But she's obviously more than that. Singer, actor, right?
Yeah.
Everything. We got a little of everything for her. And then we have Antoine over there, who's another Vegas performer. We got the comedian, we got the dancer, the actor, the singer.
Yes. Girl, why you stop? You could have kept going. How you guys doing out there?
And I'm Justine, and I don't have a list of long stuff like that, but I am a makeup artist. I obviously do hosting too, so yeah, we are all here and super excited about this episode. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm not going to say that I loved it as much as the other episodes. I think it was a little bit, dragged a little bit, but it's AGT. I love AGT. You guys do too. Yes. So there's, I can't, ever have a bad episode of it. But let's just jump right into it, and let's get into the first act that went through. And it was Melissa, and she's a rat trainer. What are your thoughts, Rachel?
So I didn't write down many notes tonight because I couldn't. It just was, it was a hard one. So Melissa, the rat trainer. I wasn't digging it. I wasn't feeling it. I always respect talent, and I respect it. Even if it's not something that I like or I understand fully or completely, I can respect talent. But there was this awkward moment where the rat went across her body and into some weird extremities and all that, and just kind of made me feel uncomfortable. And I don't know, I was very confused. Bewildered is the word. So yes, unfortunately, Melissa, the rat trainer, didn't necessarily do it for me, and she got 4 yeses and a standing ovation, and I was perplexed.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That was actually my favorite moment in her performance is when the rat gently crossed the street around to the next side. Yeah, but at the same time, it was it was unusual. I don't know how that happened. Tonight was a very bizarre getting through the auditions night, and a lot of things like that just kind of threw me off. So this was one of them.
Curious why they edited it this way, because if you notice, and a lot of the times I notice the biggest difference with Julianne and her hair and her makeup, you can tell that they just make each episode. It's not always just this city, this city. She has the same look tonight in certain different acts that she does in every other episode. So, I mean, it's like that for everybody, but her I noticed the most. So, I wonder why they edit it like this. You think they'd throw in a little bit more fire for the last? I don't know. I'm just confused.
Well, you know what? Just to touch back on Melissa, because I want to retract just a little bit on my last statement. I definitely can see her at bar mitzvahs, my daughter's birthday, and at Chuck E. Cheese. Chucky need a partner. Melissa,
it's true.
I can see her at Chuck E. Cheese, but America's Got Talent is just not working for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Julian said that it was so weird, but she loved it. Simon said he loved it. Was bonkers in his exact. It was bonkers. I'm confused. I just okay. Let's just move on. I mean, there's really nothing. She's a rat trainer. Let's just see what other things she has to do with her rat. In the upcoming episodes. So we're going to get to Ansley Burns. And what did you guys think about Ansley?
I loved her. She was really sweet. 12 years old. So Simon stopped the track. She was singing Aretha Franklin. Stops the track, and he's like, this is the worst backing track. You cannot sing Aretha Franklin with this backing track.
I was shocked about that. Did you expect that?
No, I didn't. I did not expect that at all, but I did agree with him because it was a really horrible backing track. So stop it right there as a 12-year-old on such a big stage, and a cappella, I was blown away by her professionalism, and she absolutely knocked it out of the park. I mean, yeah, she's wow.
Before I ask you, Antoine, my God, why can't I not talk today? But before I ask your opinion on that, I want to just ask you, Rachel, like, as a singer, what was wrong with the backing track? Because I'm not a singer, so to me it just sounded like what people usually have.
Yeah, it just sounded, I just think, very karaoke, and we know Simon doesn't like karaoke, so it was just a little, I don't know how to explain it. It was just the backing track sounded, there's sometimes I'll go through, like, when I have auditions and stuff, I've got to find a backing track, and if it sounds too, like, overproduced and, like, kind of corny, I won't use it. So it just different backing. Yeah. So I definitely thought it didn't sound.
Yeah, but not only that, she had to work extra hard to sing over it too. It seemed like the track in the back was
too loud.
It was matching her vocals. And, I mean, it was just clashing. So yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was terrible. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Really?
She's cute. I could definitely see her on Raven Simone's reboot of her show on the Disney Channel. But I thought she was just like
terrible.
She was. Here's the thing. I've seen Simon Judge. Just because she's 12, that don't mean anything. I've seen Simon Judge on different shows. 12-year-olds who had amazing vocals.
Yeah.
I synced it. I saw it with my own eyes. So just because she come in AGT season 14 and she's 12, maybe she's the first that has done it thus far. But I was actually shocked that he gave her a go-through because I'm so used to the style of judgment that he's been given to other people. He actually crushed people that was 3 times better than her.
Yeah.
But let her through because I think she was very cute.
Well, this is the thing. I liked her. I thought she was cute. I wrote down here that she's very professional. I thought she was good. Like, I don't think there's denying. Like, I don't think she was terrible. I wouldn't look at her and go, she's not a good singer. But see, I think she's good, but she's definitely not, like, the best you've seen. Like, this is America's Got Talent. There's that stage. They want the best of the best. So there's some other questionable ones that we're going to get into tonight. So compared to tonight, she definitely was not the worst to me at all.
She will not even make Kids Bob 13. I'm telling you.
What?
You heard it from me, folks, guys. Antoine Banks right here on AfterBuzz TV. Keep it pushing.
Ooh.
Not making the cut.
Wait, Rachel, did you think she was good?
Yes, she wasn't terrible by any means.
Yeah,
what about her? Okay, the last note was definitely, like, not on.
Yeah, I will say the last note wasn't on.
Isn't that the most important note?
But how is she bad?
Sing that last note right now.
If you got it. Hold on.
I don't understand. I don't. Like I said, I kind of wrote here. I literally wrote, like, she's good, but heard better. That's what I have right here.
Yeah, I mean,
she's good, but I've heard better. It seemed a little forced.
I don't think she's going to get extremely far, but she was good enough to go through, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely good enough to go through. Yeah.
However you say so, guys.
I wouldn't say she's terrible. That's pushing a little bit, but we'll agree to disagree on that one. But I'm kind of in the middle on the fence on that one. But so next we have, I think I'm saying his name right, Sauce.
It's like sauce. I kind of like wrote sauce beside it because
I should have done that. I should have done that. Sauce, and he is the card magician. And honestly, like, the only thing I wrote down was he's a great presentation. He's unique, but I mean, I definitely think he deserved to go through. But I really don't have much more to say about it.
Yeah, again,
I don't know.
Again, it's just another act that we saw tonight that was good. I enjoyed it. I thought he was talented and he was great at what he did, but I don't know. I'm the longer we get in this audition process, I just want to be blown away. And it was just another act that was good enough to go through, I felt.
So do you think that it would be different if it was like the first episode? Say this was the first episode. Do you think you guys would be more, not blown away, but think it was better?
I think so.
First season, first episode, yeah. But after a while, that begs the question. Because something that's really not working for us is our expectations a little too high.
Yeah. I mean, I will say he is Vegas good. I mean, he
definitely Vegas good, but I low-key, I thought I seen him do the trick. I mean, the camera zoom in a little too close.
I thought I saw a trick too.
I thought I saw him flick. So, especially when he had.
I did. I thought I did, but I didn't. I don't know. I didn't write
when
it down.
When he had the little baby
sure.
cards. He put them. I'm telling you, it was two things I saw.
You saw a slip?
I saw a slip. I saw 2 slips. Guys.
What did you say? Tell us.
I saw one when the cars were white, I believe, and they turned red. It's a little switch or something on the side that I believe I see him adjust his thumb, and they went from white to instantly red. Then when the cars turned into baby cards, he made it seem like he didn't have nothing in his hand. Boy, bye.
But I
put him in his pocket.
Yeah, I did. There's a few things I saw. But I thought he was good. You know what I loved? I loved and exactly what I think it was Simon, or I think he said it was the presentation. It was different than just the typical guy doing the cards. Like, he had
changing the sizes
he was changing. He had a beat. He had music. But let's go back to the first. God, I'm sorry, I don't remember what his name is. But the first guy that did the cards this year, he was incredible.
Oh yes,
yes.
Last week.
Was it last week or was it the week before?
It was week before last week.
Oh, okay.
He was amazing.
Yeah,
I said he reminded me of Shin Lim.
Oh, yes. Him.
The judges actually said that he was just as good, if not better, than Shin Lim. So.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of have those two in a very high pedestal. So other magicians, I mean, you really got to get on their level to me to really impress me. He was good. Yeah, again, he was good.
He was definitely not drawn out. The other ones, today he was a lot more energetic, a more up-tempo beat.
So our next, I almost said next guest, the next contestant, I think he was a fan favorite. I'm not sure. I didn't really get I love how I'm pointing at you with my pen. I didn't really get your full take on it, Antoine, but this is Marcin. Am I saying his name right? Today I'm having a hard time pronouncing words. Marcin, right?
Yes.
And so he was a guitarist, and I thought he was really cool, really different. The judges thought he was amazing. How he said, you didn't play the guitar. You murdered the guitar. I thought he was really cool. What did you guys think? Let's start with you, Antoine, this time.
I thought Marcin was cool. Here's a catch part. You're not going to hear bad news from me coming, my opinion on Marcin, because I do believe maybe I know he really don't think he can win it. I hope he don't think he can win the whole thing with just that skill. However, this puts him on a stratosphere of maps to global recognition, to where people will see him like how he said, because he got accepted to college. You're not going to learn anything from them. They're going to learn something from you. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, with him going to be trending soon and YouTube, all the social media, the buzz is going to be hot for this kid, so I definitely see a bright future for him, but definitely not winning AGT.
I like how you did that pun just there, the buzz.
Oh, yeah. You caught that? You caught that?
I like that. I like that.
What did you think, Rachel?
I loved him. I thought he was great. I wrote down here, I said, it's just on its own, it's so hard to play guitar. And Simon even said that. On its own, he said he tried to learn. He couldn't even learn. I've tried to learn it. I couldn't do it. So just what he was doing, I believe you said it too, it sounded like it was like 5 instruments at one time going on, and it was just him on his guitar.
It was cool.
It was super cool, super unique. And I think I wrote here, I finally woke up.
Oh!
Because I was falling asleep, and so finally I woke up with Marcin with a guitar.
Wow.
He was great.
I did. I think he was really great. I don't think he's gonna win it.
No,
but I think
maybe.
He's great. I think because I'm thinking like there's only so much you could see and do, but I guess say that with anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what it is that I don't think he would win it. That's not what it is.
He was all just okay. That's why you telling the truth.
You didn't think he was really good?
He was really good at the guitar.
Yeah.
Once again, how much more music can you possibly sing? Go. We sing the routine, son. We singing it. What can you possibly do, huh?
I mean, I guess I've never really seen that. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So I thought
maybe I feel like I have in Vegas a couple times.
I seen somebody do that with a popsicle stick. Come on now.
Yeah.
A popsicle stick.
Come on now.
But it was different and interesting. And that's what AGT is about, I feel like.
Well, you know what? That is what AGT is about. And you know what AfterBuzz TV is about? Antoine, can you Tell us what AfterBuzz is about.
Guys,
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV wouldn't be here if it would not for our loyal fans such as yourself. We have beautiful people. Look at our beautiful staff, beautiful hosts, beautiful panel. We want you guys to continue to watch us by supporting us, by making us the continuous ESPN of talk shows. We're talking about subscribing to our channel, commenting, liking, following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Guys, we're all over the place, including our Heart Radio, so stay tuned, stay connected, and please comment, like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is what AfterBuzz is about. And the next contestant that shouldn't have made it through, in my opinion, was Andy Rao.
Oh, God.
Rao? I wrote Andy Rao.
You know, they really didn't do a good job of editing the weeding out
names.
The weeding out the good. They had they had a plethora of good people on the first 2 episodes. In this episode, they had a plethora of people who were just okay. Mm-hmm. It made the auditions. Remember when you brought up how one of the judges was kind of looking at wearing the same thing? I'm thinking that they were there all day, but they didn't do a good job of flexing the talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they kind of... I don't know. Andy Rowell, Simon said he was brilliant. Can you guys give me your thoughts? Because leave it off that Simon said he was brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm just going to reenact his audition right now for everybody, just in case you didn't see it. So it was tequila. It was...
That was it.
I mean, that was it. I did not do that justice. But there wasn't much justice to be done. But thank you.
I already know what... Okay, at the beginning of this entire season, Antoine was very, very nice to everybody, really felt it for everyone. He has become the Simon of the group, the toughest critic. I already know what you're about to say, but I still want to hear your opinions.
You know what? I actually thought dude
No.
No,
way. No, there's no way.
Here's
Then
why.
you're about to say this is no.
I
there's
actually
no way.
thought dude was clever, and it was very strategic how he made it. It was a chess move. Stupid is in. I'm telling you, folks, stupid is in, and it's a silly stupid. It's.
So you think he's talented?
It's so corny.
So you think he's
that
talented?
it was. Oh, I didn't laugh. I actually thought it was typical humor from a person who just like have nothing else to do with their spare time.
Exactly.
But the crowd, I don't know if they were too long. You know, they've been shooting all day, possibly days in a row, little to eat. I'm thinking that's why the audience, you know, if you sit there for a long time, anything can entertain you. So
yeah,
I would have not passed them through at all.
Okay, good.
So you wouldn't? Okay, I'm like, because you called Ansley Burns terrible, and then we get to you're like, he's good.
I get why it happened. That's the only thing I was playing. I get why.
Yeah, he just wasn't.
He came at the right time.
Can I write? This is exactly what I wrote. Awkward beginning, just standing there, and then I realized. And then I literally wrote, never mind, awkward the entire performance. I genuinely thought it was just the beginning that was like doing that. It was awkward. Simon said it was so stupid that he loved it. I am shook. I wrote shook. I'm confused.
Yeah.
What is going on in this episode? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one was,
Like you said, it was so stupid. Like, I could have, just imagine someone just goes,
Wait, what is that?
That was my brain trying to. That was my brain trying to function.
Was that an Arnold impression?
Yes. But that was my brain trying to function and turn back on because he took seconds for the karaoke bar to load to say tequila. And the reason why I say it was clever because he has a sense of humor to know. He knows what he's doing. A guy like that just doesn't walk in and do that purposely. He's playing the role.
But he didn't do anything. He just said tequila. I could go up there and go tequila.
Yeah.
And know that like.
But
no,
it was his aura.
He gave me anxiety.
For those who didn't see
it was awkward. It made me feel awkward.
If you watch Napoleon Dynamite and you know the song Tequila, you know how weird Napoleon Dynamite did his solo.
Yeah.
He was that weird except for he did not move.
So this is the thing.
Okay.
On the screen right now, and
Oh gosh.
Before. This is like a famous guy who's done this.
He's famous.
He's super famous.
I think he's
No. It does?
I told you Stupid was in.
We're gonna have to go in depth into him next week.
Well-known guy. Is that what he did with the logo?
Yes,
Yes.
that's exactly what he did with the loading screen.
This. No, we'll have to.
Guys, give a shout out to our guy Ryan in the back right here.
Woo! I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
But what I'm confused about,
All right,
I'm
all right,
still
all
in
right.
awe. This is the thing. That's great for a karaoke bar, ha ha laugh. But for America's Got Talent stage, the best of the best comes to this stage. And I'm sorry, the fact that they let him go through, he's not the best. I'm sorry, I sound mean right now, but this is supposed to be the best of the
Yeah.
best. And if you think that he is on the same level as our girl, Ansley, I'm kind of going to be at a loss for words.
You know, it's not like I expected the guy to, to flip into a shot glass or something like that. I knew that he was going to do something weird by his presentation. And besides, the guy said he's a ticket holder at a movie theater or something like that.
So do you think he's on the same level as Ansley?
Of course not.
Okay, that's all I needed to know before we move on to Adem. Am I saying Adem? I can't pronounce these names tonight for some reason.
Yeah.
Adem show?
Adeem. I think it's Adeem.
Am I don't know if I'm the only one. It seemed like I was having a hard time, like they weren't saying their names right away. Or is that like just me? I don't know. But the Adeem show, and they did transformative dance, and they move their body parts all over, and were moving around, and like doing all these like turns with their arms and everything. What did you guys think about them?
I liked them. Their isolations were really, really good.
For the night, they were good. For tonight.
For tonight.
Yes. Inspired by the Jabberwockies.
Shout out.
Jabberwockies are absolutely amazing. So I enjoyed it. Mortal Kombat vibes. I thought it was really cool. I wasn't like blown away.
Yeah.
But after this night, they were definitely in the top.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna ask.
But yeah, they were good.
I could definitely tell that they have a few tricks up their sleeves because of the, if you paid attention to at the end, you know how my man that was wearing the Sub-Zero, the blue outfit, he went back and his foot was connected to which it was something like on stage to allow him to lean backwards like that. And for those who don't know, that's how we were able to do lean forward in the Michael Jackson show. Well, hey, I don't know if I should be, but yeah. So they actually are going to step it up because to think like that and to creatively put that together and to give us a small taste because the group didn't perform long. They were in and out.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to overstay because they want to save some of the good stuff for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope
That's
for
a definite yes.
No, I thought they were definitely good, and I'm excited to see what more they have.
Yeah,
And
for
so,
sure.
what did you guys think of Voices of Service? Now, real quick, I'm gonna let you know. I thought that they were gonna be the Golden Buzzer. Not that I thought that. They seem like they could have been a Golden Buzzer.
Yeah.
Like they were an option.
Yeah, for sure. They were my favorite of the night. They not only had a very inspiring story, but also just they had the talent to back it up. I mean, they were so... and then the lead singer, I mean, they were my absolute 100% favorite. The vocal arrangement was so unique and interesting, as Simon said. So, stunning. I loved it. It was my favorite. And one of my overall favorites, I will say.
Yeah, for sure. I'm upset because they did not receive the Golden Buzzer tonight. And, I mean, to give it to, we're going to talk about getting into that later, but for them not to receive it, I haven't heard a voice collaborated like that since Jodeci, Boyz II Men. Some of the really good boy groups who can harmonize and actually hit, you could a cappella, whatever you want, their vocal skills were unmatched. It's just out of this world.
Yeah, and harmonizing is very, very hard. And the fact that they were great singers, harmonizers, they were in the military, it seemed like it would have been a Golden Buzzer moment because, like I said, we'll get into the Golden Buzzer after, but it seems like there's a story when it comes to Golden Buzzer. So it really, they had the story, and I'm surprised. I know you guys
With
are surprised
talent.
too.
Yeah, and they were so good. Because, I mean, as a singer, I'm not the best at harmonies. So when I can see people up there doing a 4-part harmony like that, and oof, that's hard.
Well, what was really hard, but they made it seem really, really easy, and it is the group. I didn't get their name again, but I said as soon as they came up that they reminded me of Pentatonics and Simon said that they were a cool Pentatonics, and I kept saying that.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
was their name again? I didn't get to write that down.
Voices of Service?
No.
Oh.
The group that sounds like Pentatonics. That comes, the beatboxing.
The beatbox. Oh, at the end.
my
Oh, yes. It was like...
Sorry, I confused it.
Barry Warren?
Yeah.
Berrywarn.
Okay. Why am I... Sorry, guys, about that. For some reason, I was missing all the names of them, but... They were beatboxing. They had no music. They were I think they were talented. Like I said, they reminded me of Pentatonics, which is a group that was in another award kind of show. I forget exactly what show that was, but Simon said that that's what he reminded them of. Pentatonics, they are a cappella groups, so they sing, and then they also have certain singers that do the beatboxing. This wasn't singing. This was just beatboxing, so it was a little different. But I thought it was cool. I hear you hopping, puffing over there. So do you want to start? Do you want to start out there? You're a little baby.
Stop with all of this now, baby. They were just fine. You know, like, do you gonna give people passes for anything? I'm gonna show up on AGT audition in San Diego and just read. That's my audition. It's a book, The Cat in the Hat, and I'm gonna get through. They were okay.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Girl, I thought they were really good.
I do that with my friends. Look, check me out. If it. I mean, and I ain't gonna get too much.
That was pretty good.
People who can do these things. It's a girl on YouTube right now, guys, and I'm gonna pass it to my girl Rachel over here. She was on a late night show just maybe a year or two back. It's a dad and father beatbox. Watch the girl. But dad versus his daughter and beatboxing. Just type in dad versus daughter beatboxing. Blow you away, and it did not take 14 people to do it. Rachel, hook a brother up.
Oh, 14. Wait, there was only 4 of them.
Girl, I'm just trying to 14 people.
Boom. That's my take on it too. Well, I mean,
Rachel, you're through.
Did you like them or you didn't?
Oh no, I loved them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought they were really good. I didn't have much to say, but I just really liked them. I mean, what did Gabrielle Union say? She's like, you took us to Coachella, you took us to all the places. I definitely could see them in Vegas, in clubs performing. They were great. I love them. There's not much more.
Man, I can see them in Vegas at the check-in. Getting on my dang
okay. I feel like you. I mean, I know you said you're auditioning, but
No, wait, time out. Listen, wait.
Because it sounds like you just won't be on that stage.
No, you can't let everything through.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, I'm a show.
There's probably so much that we don't see too.
Yeah.
Because there's probably so many people that they don't let through.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, you want me to just be through and get an audition for pass and for drinking a water out of a cup? This is beyond ridiculous.
I agree. This episode was a little tough.
It was hard.
Yeah. I mean, let's get into... Oh, wait. Before we go into the ones that didn't get through, let's talk about Jorge. And it was him and his wife, his children, and they were dog trainers.
Yes.
What did you guys think about them?
I liked it. I really enjoyed when the puppy did the handstand. That was really cute.
I almost forgot about them. That's kind of a reason, you know what I mean? Like, I almost forgot to talk about them.
I mean... I enjoyed it. I wasn't like blown away, but I enjoyed it. It's taking a lot to impress me. I feel like right now.
Oh no, Rachel! Did you just say it takes a lot to impress you?
Well, I just feel like this episode is taking a lot.
You just gave props to the beatboxers.
Yeah, because they were talented. They were great.
Oh man, it sounds like all of them needed cough drops, but okay. Anywho, the dogs were cute. The kids were cute. The dogs were amazing. I thought they definitely could do a good, probably grab a contract right now at Circus. Like seriously, that casino should probably watch it, and if they go viral in the next few days, grab them because they do circus acts in Circus like every 2 hours or so.
Yeah, and I agree. I could see them in Vegas, but not as a main act. They could do some side stuff. Like to me, I don't see them as the main show, especially like. They have a lot of separate, like, dog training shows. They have their own little shows for that. So
yeah.
Right.
Funny enough, so there is a show in Vegas called Vegas the Show. I could totally see them in that show. What that show is it gives you the entire history of Las Vegas through song. And and intermixed in the show, they have acts like that.
Yeah.
A lot of balancing acts. They have an act where the parrot goes around, the bird goes around the audience. So I could see them doing that show actually in particular.
Or the
variety show. Yeah,
for sure.
A lot of those shows in Planet Hollywood, I could definitely see them in right now.
Yeah, so they're good. I mean, so do you guys approve?
I approve. I mean, here's the thing about America's Got Talent. It's just a wide range of talent and acts that I have never seen before, or acts that I wouldn't necessarily go see. So there are things where I can appreciate the talent, but not necessarily something I would want to go see.
Exactly.
I'm not really excited about like poodles and dog trainers and it just doesn't excite me. But I think they're talented.
You know what? I say this, and I'm not saying that my skill set is like phenomenal, which you can check it out www.antoinemakes.com. Thank you so much.
Quick plug.
I would not go see it if it was merged with a few other acts like the variety show and the History of Vegas and whatnot. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing it interlude there, but not with its own show.
Yeah, not the winner of America's Got Talent.
No, and someone that is not the winner of America's Got Talent was Brandon, and he was the flautist. I always thought it was I never knew actually how to say it. I was just like, the flute player.
The flautist. The flautist.
He comes out. We're like, look at him. He's playing the flute, acting. We're like, this is a normal thing. Then he starts stripping, taking off his shirt, dancing with the flute. What did you guys think about that? And because Terry gets on stage, here we see him, they're both playing the flute together. He takes his. Honestly, I think it was hilarious and funny that Terry. First of all, that he ever played the flute. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Exactly.
Second of all, I love who he got out there doing the chest bump. Like, I just love him as a host, maybe. I just love him. What did you guys think about it?
Team Terry Crews. I mean, was it talented? Not really. I mean, it sounded like he could play the flute pretty well. But it was funny. I enjoyed the little Chippendales bit at the end. Shout out Vegas. So I enjoyed that. And Terry Crews is hot.
I just love him.
I love him. He makes me happy.
I mean, no.
Oh, God. I mean.
No,
what do you have to say about this?
I really did appreciate him coming out there and stripping, in front of them kids and such. And then I definitely appreciate him showing his body. Made me want to go to the gym because his thighs is a lot better than mine. However,
he's ripped.
It was. I agree with you and Rachel. It was very entertaining, and I think that AGT at that moment became a complete TV show because it went from being all about talent, and that's what I'm noticing in past episodes, to really about what captures the viewer. Like, how can we be a complete television show versus how can we just grab the greatest talent? So I think it's aiming for good TV bits.
Yeah, I do like that. I like that. I feel like they made it exactly because he didn't make it, but they made a funny. They didn't have to put him on there, but they did. Yeah. And were there any other acts that didn't go through that really stand out to you?
I mean, they only showed us a couple, like 2 singers, and then the other flautist. The other flautist with the colorful hair. No. Oh, there was that one boy that sang. That was what was good.
Yeah, I thought he was good.
I thought he was good too, and then I felt bad because Simon ripped him a new one.
But he had what is it, braids or curly hair?
Yeah, something like that.
What was this?
No, it was with the guy singer. He sang a song, and then
they didn't really
and then Simon said something about him being karaoke. I'm like, you literally just let through a guy that was doing karaoke as a talent.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that I could go on forever. That the reason that they let that guy in, the karaoke guy, and half the other people that he was didn't feel it. I can't even get into that, especially from Simon. But yeah, anyone that stands out to you, Antoine?
The only thing you talking about the ones that did not make it?
Yeah, is there anyone that stands out to you?
the naked flute player, the flautist. That's it. Would you like some sausage? The flautist.
Oh,
that's the
Brandon?
Only, yeah, Brandon. That's the only one who stood out to me because they gave him more showtime. Yeah. They gave him more stage time.
Well, you know who got the biggest stage time tonight was our golden buzzer, and that was the Detroit Youth Choir. And the director, he's been the director for 21 years, And Gabrielle said they were absolutely brilliant. Simon said, you could win this. And this was Terry's golden buzzer. So before I ask you guys what you thought about the golden buzzer, I just wanted to say that I do think that Terry, since he was Terry's golden buzzer, I knew it from the second that they walked on that stage. You guys can even attest how many times that I go, I have a feeling that the golden buzzer is going to be Terry's golden buzzer, and I knew it.
Yeah, you did.
I knew
She
it.
called it. She called it.
And I knew it was going to be the golden buzzer because it was the end of the show.
Yeah. But the way that
Do they always do that? They always have the golden buzzer to be the last one of the night?
Yeah, I think that's their grand finale. That's how they kept the show off.
That's how they, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what did you think about the golden buzzer?
What did I think? I thought they were clearly so cute. Great story. There was talent in there. I just wasn't 100% blown away. I don't know. But I did love the story, and I think that, they're amazing kids and everything. But I mean, like I said, I thought that Voices of Service should have gotten the golden buzzer based on the talent level.
Antoine, I already know what is about to come out of your mouth. Hit it.
First of all, I want to shout out Detroit. That's what I'm talking. I'm from Detroit. That's why I shout them out. But just by being from Detroit, that does not mean I'm going to be biased and give them all the props and no. They were okay. They were not golden buzzer worthy. You just can't.
I agree. I wanted to ask you guys. I mean, I don't even know why I'm asking because it's kind of obvious. I feel like the golden buzzers are not as much about talent as they are about the story, because every single golden buzzer has a story.
But you mean you brought out 50 people for that? For that? I think it's something in the Dunkin' Donuts cup that Simon, Gabrielle, y'all need to check to see if there's real water up in there.
Yeah.
Because they just handed up. No, Terry Crews. I mean, he cried tears of tequila or something because...
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing the stories, like, so much on us that it gets to a point where you just go...
Like, can you just give someone I almost said actually talented. That sounds so messed up because I'm not saying that they're not, but someone that actually... where the talent is golden buzzer worthy. And, I mean, Cody Lee was incredible. A couple of golden buzzers I wasn't all about, but besides that, I think that they just really are pushing the story, and I really would love them to just have someone that has no story, walks on, kills it, and then golden buzzer.
Exactly, because it just makes you go like. Oh.
And that was how my group Figueroa was last year. I always talk about how Figueroa just comes in and they're from another country, but they didn't have some crazy story. They're just we're from another country. They're not that wasn't their job. They just had fun on the side. They got a golden buzzer because they were good.
Yeah.
But I'm asking, what if you get the best of both worlds? Hence, you have Voices of Service, who have an amazing battle, actually fought for our country.
Yeah.
Guys, and thank you for that. Not only do you fight for our country and witness terrible things, but you overcome them, and you also have talent that is mind-blowing. It's mind-boggling that they did not receive a golden buzzer.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm confused by the golden buzzer. It seems like you guys are confused too. Let us know in the comments
Yes.
if you guys liked the golden buzzer. Did you not like the golden buzzer? We love to hear from you and hear your opinions because we all have opinions, and it's very interesting to hear everyone's.
I got facts. I don't know what see. You can type your opinions, but Twan is all facts. No, I'm joking, but just please comment below.
But yeah, definitely let us know that, and let's move on now. I think we covered everybody. So let's move on to our special segment. Rachel, you want to take it away?
Yes, special segment. So last week we highlighted some of the past contestants and showed a little sneak peek into some videos and some behind the scenes stuff. So I'm going to get into last week's golden buzzer winner, Tyler Butler Figueroa. I found this video online from an interview that he did performing in the street. He is doing Maroon 5's Girls Like You. So listen to that. Get it? So
Where is
this is in his hometown. He performed on the street. He raised money in order to audition for America's Got Talent. Between him and his mother, he raised $2,000 in order to actually audition for America's Got Talent.
Oh, I love that. That makes the story even better.
I know. I mean, I know we're talking about how it's all about the stories, but this story is truly incredible.
It's so, yeah, like, I know it is about the story, but, like, come on. Like,
I mean,
the fact that he did that and raised money, it's so cute. Oh, I love it.
Such a great person, such a great story. And he was quoted, he said, so even if you are being bullied, you should not let that affect you or what you want to do in your life. Now, almost nobody is being mean or hateful. They're all just proud of me. So, good job, Tyler. Little feel-good story for you.
So do you have any other
Nope,
parts of your special segment, or are we going to move on to our news?
I want to add to Rachel's, though. Actually, if you guys go check Tyler's recent tweet, he actually put somebody on blast.
Who?
Because it was
11-year-old Tyler?
What I mean, as the tweet is here, read it in the weep, guys. Check him out. Google it. I guess the news time. Yeah. So speaking of the news, I want to say some nonprofit organization. We were just talking about the kid Tyler is trying to take credit for the money he raised to get to the AGT auditions and actually perform. So I'm not quite sure. I just read the tweet not too long ago, and I just want to make sure that we get that out there and just be, just don't try to take credit from people, okay? Yes, we also
11-year-old Tyler, you're like confused.
I'm like
we
so
also
confused.
have Ansley Burns, who Carrie Underwood has been a fan of her since 2018, to be exact, as her video went viral singing Carrie Underwood's song. And the song was Cry Pretty. So since then, she's been on the map. We just not finding out about her here on AGT and AfterBuzz show. So now to get from something good to something not so much. Seth Worth, he appeared last week on the AGT as Seth Worth the Giraffe. This guy actually appeared on The Gone Show and other shows as Seth Worth the Caterpillar, Seth Worth the Bunny, and Seth Worth the Snake. So he going around just making his mark everywhere. So stay tuned, guys. That's Antoine Bangs for news.
I'm going to actually add to the news really, really quick. This isn't even really news. I don't know what this is, but it's something that I just found the other day. Do you know, and you guys watching out there probably already know this, so you know the singer that was on a couple weeks back, Sophie Pecora?
Yes.
You remember? Do you guys know who Shane Dawson is? The YouTuber?
Yes.
Okay, he's huge. You have to understand, this was the other night. I was sitting there watching Shane because I love him, and it popped up, I have a daughter, right? And I was like, oh, what is this? I click it. It's him watching Sophie Pecora's YouTube channel, and this was a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Watching her, being obsessed with her, like literally freaking out, saying, I need to meet her. The next one, I don't know why he said that's his daughter. He was kidding, obviously. The next video was, I met my daughter, whatever. She comes over to the house, performs. It has like 10 million views. It has all these views. Yeah, so like she's known a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, so I know this is really spur of the moment news, but like I saw that and I was like, I have to let the panel know. Like, did you guys see Shane Dawson? And did you know Sophie Pecora because of Shane Dawson?
And I just got a quick add in with the news of the news. Dakota Stripling, a previous contestant on AGT, is claiming to be Elvis Presley's secret grandson. No lie.
What's the random?
Stripling. I know.
We just hit you with random facts today now.
What a crazy week of news.
Oh my goodness, it's secret grandson. Can you imagine that? And the guy is talented too, and he almost built and looked like Elvis, so look him up.
All right, well, this obviously... I think that the news was the most interesting part of this entire episode, but it's okay. We love AGT, even if it's not, maybe the best week. I think, let's hope the next week's better, especially because we're going to be getting into, after I think next week's the final auditions, and then is it the semifinals or is it?
I believe so.
It's one of the finals. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Always having a great time with AGT. If you want to let us know where to find you guys.
You can find me on Twitter at Rachie Swin, and then you can find me on Instagram at Rachel Swindler. Give me a follow. Mwah.
You can go check me out at www.antoinebangs.com, or you can log on to my Instagram at simplydifferent87.
And you can find me on Instagram at Justine Devana. And until next time, we will see you guys then.
See you next time.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.